What's going on, YouTube? You see this box right here next to me? If you know what that name Fuslite is, you know this is going to be really good. This is a relatively new type of thing that's kind of caught on and it's starting to be kind of a big fad now, which is like thunder cloud lights in your room going up the wall, across the ceiling, and that's what this is. This is a whole kit. This says 16 feet. I know online they sell 16 feet or like 30, 32 footers. There's other companies that sell. You can get all kinds of these, we'll put it that way. I'm going to put a link in the description to get this one, and also there's a bunch more on Amazon you can get. If you don't get one that's a full kit like this one is, you can always kind of piece it together yourself. But this one is the full kit. This should have the fireproof cotton for the clouds, an aluminum backing, or kind of like a aluminum foil type backing. This will have a glove in it, a hot glue gun, hot glue sticks, the lights, the control box, everything. This has everything in this box to do it. So you don't have to go running around from this store to that store to get everything to do it, or buying from here and there. And actually you can get everything off of Amazon, but this is a full kit. So I'm gonna open this thing up and we will put it up on the wall, and these things are really, really cool. If you haven't seen these, stay tuned. You're gonna love this thing, and you're probably gonna wanna get one for yourself or your kids. I wouldn't even mind having one of these in my own bedroom with some fiber optic lights around it, or fiber optic lighting in the middle. But these things are really, really cool. All right, well, let's get into it. Fuslite, Fuslite, full cloud light kit. Man, this is gonna be awesome. Pop this bad boy open. And it looks like it's going to have literally everything to do the job, including a glove for handling the cotton with the hot glue on it. So that is well thought out, I will say. This is the aluminum foil backing. This is a sticky back backing. Huge sticky back aluminum foil. This is going to get stuck to the wall. Then you stick the lights to this, and then you stick the clouds to this. So this is just keeping everything a little bit more safe. You probably, if you piece one of these together yourself, won't really need this. You could just put up aluminum foil, I guess. I see a lot of people just putting it right to the ceiling or right to paper, and I haven't heard of any issues, but this is definitely going above and beyond to be safe. I've got directions here. It's got an email, www.fuslite.com, in case you need to get a hold of them or check out any products. The installation instructions. So this is a 1-pack here. The 2-pack is a 10 meter, so that's about 32 feet. So yeah, really, there's really 1, 2, 3, 4. There's only 5 steps. All right, so basically what you're gonna do is draw out what you want on the back side of the foil. Peel the sticky back off, stick it on the clean wall where you want it. Then you're going to put the lights on there. Make sure you're close to a plug via however long the power cord is. And then you are going to glue up the cotton that's included in here. There's bags of cotton. And then that's it. It comes with a remote, I do believe. The LED strip here says 5 meters. Yeah, it's roughly 16 feet. A hot glue gun is included. This is probably the glue sticks. Nope, this is the power source right here. Okay, here is a whole bunch of glue sticks. So if you don't have glue sticks, everything to do this is included in this kit. This is the remote in here. So it's got all kinds of options on that remote. Once you get your thundercloud done, it has directions for the remote. And then here it looks like an internal switch that you're going to put over on the wall. If you don't want to use the remote, you'll have a, looks like, button here for power, mode, and whatever the S stands for. We'll find that out as we go. So far, this kit seems really, top quality. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 vacuum sealed bags of flame retardant cotton. So this is going to swell up to be pretty big. This is supposed to take up about 16 feet. So if we need more, I'll order more, but I'm going to try to stick to exactly what the kit includes. But that is pretty much it. You get the cotton, you get the glue gun, you get the glue sticks, you get a glove so you don't burn your hand, you get the flame retardant backing, the LED lights, the power strip, and the remote, and that is all you need to do this. And once it's done, if you haven't seen these things look amazing. If you want to skip through all the madness of the installation or whatever, skip on through and check out the final results, because these are very, very cool. Kids and teenagers love these things. I'm in my 40s and I love them. So let's get this thing going. Here's an idea of what I'm doing. Coming down off of the ceiling, this aluminum backing is 39 inches wide. So I'm going to come down 39 inches off the ceiling, and that's where the start of my thundercloud is going to be, 39 inches down from the ceiling. And I'm going to put it in a corner. So I got about a foot at the top on this side and a foot at the top on this side, and this is going to be the corner of the room. So it's going to kind of come up and spread out. I'm going to stick this to the wall, and then I'll figure out what I'm going to do on the ceiling. All right. So the first thing you need to do after you get everything unboxed and make sure you've got all the materials you need is to find a room and kind of map out the area where you're going to put it. I got a perfect little area here in the corner of my daughter's room where this is going to go. So I've gone ahead and cleaned the wall off. Do like the directions say. Go ahead and make sure the wall is clean. I wiped it down. I used some just normal house cleaner. Let it dry. And then I cut out my material. So mine comes down off the ceiling 39 inches. This is where the controller is going to be, right there underneath it. I've got this kind of mapped out to a plug perfectly. Going to have everything off the ground. Won't have to worry about any kind of heat being on any material. Everything's going to get mounted to the wall and be hidden over here. So I'm going to make the clouds come up the wall like this. It's going to spread out on the ceiling. And then you can see right here, I've got a spot where it's going to drop back down on the wall. So I think that'll give a really cool effect. Now, this stuff sticks really, really good to the walls. And surprisingly enough, it sticks really good to popcorn ceiling. I cut a piece off, stuck it on the ceiling, let it sit, and it stayed right on there with no issues. So make sure you test your walls or your surfaces to make sure this stuff is going to stick okay. So I've got mine cut into strips because it's a really big piece going up here on the ceiling. This is just going to make it easier to work with. I'm going to go ahead and stick each piece on, and I'm going to put this on a time lapse and speed it up. If you don't want to watch this part, just click through, but I'm going to get this stuff up on the ceiling for now. All right, so there's coming up the wall, the little section that drops back down. And then there's my section across the ceiling. This stuff sticks incredibly well to popcorn ceiling. I have tried all kinds of tape that doesn't stick to popcorn ceiling at all, so whatever adhesive is on the back of that is excellent for this. Okay, now I realize this is kind of an odd angle, but we're working on the wall and the ceiling here, so this is what we got. Now, this controller that connects to the lights, you got, 4 or 5 inches there to the connection of the light, and then your IR sensor for your remote. So I'm just going to kind of leave this down to the side, and then this part is going to be up in the clouds. Now, the light strip itself, where it plugs in, you have about 3 inches of wire to the first light, so keep that in mind. Now, this here did not come with any kind of mount or anything for that, so I've just got a little piece of Velcro I'm going to stick on here and then stick it on the wall just below the bottom to where the cloud is going to be. Once you have the manual controller where you want it, go ahead, plug your light strip in, and start running your wires. There's what the lights look like. You can see it's got the arrow of this is the way everything's running. I do believe there's some modes where you can make everything come backwards. There's actually a ton of modes. But there is your 3-prong plug that's going to go right into the controller. Very nice set of lights. They're very nice. They feel very durable. This doesn't feel like those cheaper LED strip lights you get. This definitely feels like a very, very good quality one. Now I'm just going to unroll a bunch here so I can work with it a little easier. Just be mindful where you're laying it so you don't step on it or anything. And I'm going to zigzag mine kind of going up right here. And then when I get up to the ceiling, I'm just going to kind of go back and forth and maybe wave it a little bit. So I will go ahead and throw this on a time lapse or quick video. If you want to just skip over this part, just skip to the next part of the video. Okay, so the next step now is to get your glue gun, your glue sticks, and your flame retardant cotton fill. Okay, I got my cotton out of the bag. I'm just kind of pulling it apart a little bit. Then it says kind of wad everything together and let it kind of come apart as it wants to. And glue it on wherever you need it. Now, you can go ahead and use the hot glue gun that they've provided and the hot glue sticks or your own. If you do not have one of these battery-powered glue guns, I highly suggest you get one of these. These things pay for themselves with the time you save and the hassle you don't have to deal with of the cord. And this battery charges up really, really fast. And then all you got to do is hit this power button. You get the light that comes on, your indicator light. And within, I don't know, maybe 15 seconds, this thing is ready to use. And it comes out piping hot if you let it go and go. So even while you're using this thing, once it gets hot, you can shut the power off and still keep using this for quite a while. So that way you can kind of regulate the heat. This came to me from Go Ganova. Check out my video on this if you need to see a review on it. This thing has been a lifesaver. I absolutely love it. Okay, once your glue's ready, just go ahead and throw some glue down on there. I'm not sure exactly how much to use. Might have to come back and do more or less. And I don't know if that's making it out, but just put a bunch of glue on there. FYI, the glue sticks amazingly well to that foil backing. I mean, it sticks to it very, very good. Now I'm just going to go through here and continue to kind of lay this stuff out, put this on time lapse. You can enjoy it or skip ahead to the final product. Okay, this thing is starting to look really, really cool. I'm going to continue on with the ceiling the same way that I've been doing the wall right there, and then I will be back. And voila, I am all done putting up the cloud material. It looks very, very cool. It's pretty realistic looking. I mean, I don't think you can get any more realistic looking than this inside your house. And the lights are absolutely amazing. Super cool to look at. So many different functions. I mean, it's really wild. Here's a remote. You have sound control, so this thing will go off with sound, brightness, time, the length. You have different modes here, all the RGB lighting. There's some more modes up on the top here. And in between each mode, you have different, timer and links and all these different. There's just an endless possibility of how you can run these lights for your thundercloud setting. So I will go ahead and move this camera back and turn the lights off here and get some modes going. It is really, really cool. So we can speed this up here. You can slow it down. Every setting on here you can speed up and slow down. You can dim the lights here. You can make it really dim like that or brighten them back up. And then you can just start scrolling through everything. The coolest one that I think is if you go to the sound setting, it picks up your voice or any kind of sound around. So if you had your TV or your phone late at night and you got this cloud light on and you throw on some thunderstorm sounds, I tried it out. It is really, really cool. This thing just starts going crazy to the sounds that it's picking up off of whatever you're playing a thunderstorm to. So I'll hit the sound one. And just from me talking, you can see that when I talk, it is going to go crazy. This is by far my favorite because if you have a thunderstorm or a rainstorm going on your smart device or your TV close by to this thing goes crazy and it goes in sync with the thunderstorm that you can play. So it's really, really realistic. It's super cool. This has to be one of the coolest things that I've got in a long time. I mean, I love this thing. It is absolutely awesome. Check the link below. Get one of these for yourself. This is the whole kit. It has everything you need to make a thunderstorm in your room, and I love it. This is definitely one of the coolest things I've ever got sent to me. I am blown away how easy and how cool this thing is. I mean, and this is the whole kit. You literally get every single thing you need to do this. You open the box, everything's in there, and then you can complete it. It doesn't take very long. It's a little time consuming to put the clouds up and make them look, you know, however you want them, but it's super, super easy and very, very cool results. So you have your manual controls here to control it. You have the remote, and then you also have the option to download an app and control it by an app. So there's 3 different ways to control this, and it looks so amazing. It is super, super cool. Definitely the coolest light thing that I've ever had. And my daughter absolutely loves this. And my other 2 kids now, they want them. So be prepared to do more once you put this up. It's very, very cool. So a huge shout out to Fuslite for sending this to me for a review. Check the link below. You can get this for yourself. They offer a larger kit, which I definitely recommend because you are going to want more of this. Thanks to everybody for watching. I really appreciate it. Hopefully this was helpful as far as what you get in the box and applying this to the wall and the ceiling. It's really, really easy, and the results are amazing. Get one for yourself. You will not be disappointed. Thank you.